Hi guys, it's Wade McMaster. Just here with you today with another video. So this is actually my first video blog. I have put a small intro on my YouTube channel, but this is my first video blog, and I just wanted to talk to you about something I've been hearing a lot about recently, which is I've had people telling me that they don't necessarily think a website is necessary anymore. That these days it's all about Facebook, it's all about social media, and if you have a strong social media presence, you don't need a website. Well, this is a bit of a funny sort of situation because it's a bit of a grey area. I would say most people could benefit very much from having a website. So a few things I want to cover. So obviously there's some businesses, like if you've got a small business that runs, if you're booked out and you've got regular customers and you don't need to advertise, maybe you're a mowing business and you've just got a set group of people. Maybe you contract to a bigger business. You're not really looking for customers. You're not answering a lot of similar questions, or you're not really trying to get it out there as much, then really you might be able to survive without getting the website because maybe you don't want to expand. I don't know, depends. Most business people definitely want to expand, and I generally recommend that getting a website is the way to go as well. So now I'm not saying a website is better than social media, but they are sort of like two different platforms. Social media is, well, it's social. The idea is people don't necessarily want to be sold to on social media. Even though we do sell on social media, the people who do the best are the ones that entertain and tend to have a connection with the followers of their profiles. So this is something, when you get connected to people and you keep a strong connection, then yes, it's very beneficial. But you've got a whole other channel that a website caters to that isn't catered to as well through social media. So it's not really a matter of which one is better than the other, but two different platforms. And if you're someone trying to grow a business, once you get that website built, you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of time updating it, although I do recommend updating at least every few years to keep up to date. But you have another platform to reach people, but you also have a resource to educate people, to give people the information they need, and to save you time. So the way that works is if you've got a strong website that's optimized for search engines, then people can search for your website, go into Google, type in, I need a plumber in Maryborough or something like that, or Brisbane, gyms in Brisbane. I don't know, I live in a small town, but they go searching for that, and up on Google pops your website, or guitar lessons online, boom, 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 up comes the website. Obviously, as an online-based business, you're going to need a website, but a small local business is still going to benefit from that because most people are still using Google or search engines, and even if it's not most people, you've got a percentage of people searching through search engines, the website is going to be the superior choice as opposed to a Facebook page. I mean, kids can start Facebook pages. So if you want to, but a kid can start a website, a professional website that generates trust and has legitimate information and really sells, is not really something a child is going to be able to do, but they can go off and start a Facebook page, no worries. So you want to be able to be found on Google, and although Facebook pages pop up, a website is definitely the more attractive click when you're searching for a business online. So you've got an entire avenue there of people. If people are not just searching on Google, they're on their phones, maybe they're using Siri on their iPad or iPhone, I don't know, then chances are that Google is going to be the thing delivering the information, and if you've got a strong website, it's going to be there. So people will be able to reach you with a whole other avenue if you have both a website and social media. The other thing is, a website is a resource. Now, there are a lot of these things you can do on Facebook, but it's not quite as easy to navigate. It's not as user-friendly as compared to a website because you have control of the delivery. You can build a website with a purpose in mind. Do I want people to contact me? Do I want them to buy online? Do I want them just to simply find out some information and then call? So now this can be applied to a lot of things. If you're a gym, or I teach at a martial arts club, if we have a website, and if it has a timetable there, people can go on and see when the classes are on, then they don't have to necessarily contact you for that information. If they want pricing, if you choose to put it up, they don't have to contact you for that information. Any questions you get on a regular basis can be put onto your website under a frequently asked questions section, and you can actually start to free up time that you would spend answering the same question if people find it online first, and it's easy to find. That's the whole point of the website. It's like an online brochure that allows you to get information across. It allows your business to put as much information as it wants on there. It can also just be a tool. It can be a time-saving tool as well as a marketing tool. Now this could come down to a lot of things. It could be that you want to process payment online. It could be, you want to give people a real solid look at one of your products. You can create pages, you can create videos, or you can create videos on YouTube. You can embed those on your website. You can send people to other channels. You can do just about anything with a website if you have the expertise, or I guess in some cases the money. But just a simple brochure-based website is definitely useful for a small business trying to reach people, because people want to find that business. They want to make sure that that's the business they want to hire, and they want to trust you. They want to make sure they're happy to give you money, that you're going to be trustworthy to provide the service or the product, and then they want to be able to contact you. So you want to have the information there that gives people what they need, what they want to know, and then make it easy to do business with you. And that's very easy with a website. Facebook is more of a social platform, and while it does help, you've got to remember, if you've got 1,000 Facebook fans, every time you put a post out, you might only reach 10-20% of them if you don't have good reach, in which case you might have to market and spend money to reach those people. If you've got solid SEO, it can be easier to rank, and once your website's set up and ranking strongly, you might not have to do much more work to keep it there, especially if you're in a small town. More competitive areas, you're probably going to have to work a bit harder, but I live in a small town, and there might be only a handful of business types for each one, and if you want to get onto the page one on Google, it's actually not too hard. So that's basically my point. I'm trying to wrap up. We're going to knock the video on the head here, but you just want to make sure you don't underestimate the value of a website. You want to make sure it's designed well, sells well, gives people information, works on mobile phones. You want to have that avenue taken care of, because you could be missing out on a lot of business if you're simply not there when people search for you on Google. And it's just a strong tool and something not to be underestimated. So like I said, it comes down to your business, so it's your choice, but hopefully that has given you an idea of where you can go. So thanks for watching this video. If you found it interesting, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, leave a comment below or contact me. I hope to talk to you again soon. All right, thanks. See you later.